Here's a tweet from Nat. Go watch Trinkets. 3 girls with their own well-written backstories and their struggles bringing them together at a kleptomania meeting. Plus, it's gay. I'm joined now by... I just love that. Plus, it's gay. Gay. I'm joined now by one of the stars of Trinkets, Brianna Hildebrand. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to have you, especially here during Pride Month, where we talk about gay things every day. So this series is a teen drama about girls who bond over shoplifting together.
Yeah.
Have you ever shoplifted?
Oh, man. I have, but it was a while ago. You know, I was young. I think a lot of, like, kids do that, you know?
Yeah, and it's also sealed in your records if you get caught, so you don't ever have to talk about it.
True.
So, but how is shoplifting used in this series to kind of tell these stories of these young women?
These kids kind of shoplift to, like, fill a void, you know? Which I think is the case for a lot of people. I think a lot of people shoplift when they don't necessarily need to, but more so to kind of feel like they're taking control of their own lives. And we dive into that in the series, and we talk about, like, the psychology of it and stuff, and you really get to see it play out, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
And also the series, you dive into your character's queerness.
Yeah.
What does it mean to play a young queer person in high school?
I mean, I think it's awesome. I was out in high school and in Texas, and I had no representation in the media of anyone out in high school, you know, of anyone really out in general. I can't think of, like, a role model that I looked up to who was, like, openly gay and also a woman and in high, like, I can't think of a single one. So I think it's really important, you know, because kids kind of learn from media in that sense. They like soak it all up.
Yeah, and due to that lack of visibility for yourself, did it feel more important for you to become that for other people?
Yeah, of course. I don't know who said this quote, but something about, like, try to be the person that your 8-year-old self would admire. And like, I feel like I'm doing that by playing queer characters. I feel like that's what I'm trying to do, you know?
Yeah. And do you think this character is going to really help continue that narrative? Because we don't see much of this, and you really are blazing a new trail for so many people.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I hope it sets a new standard. I hope that people, you know, just get excited about queer folks in media, and, like, it's not, I hope it's just like a regular, everyday thing.
Yeah, because we're literally everywhere. You're from Texas, I'm from Tennessee. We exist. We all just live in New York all the time. I mean, we now live in New York, but, you know.
It's true.
So I could not bring up Deadpool with you being here. Tell me about that experience working on that film. Did you know it was going to be that popular? Because it really just exploded.
Yeah, I mean, I remember reading the script at Fox and being like, I have never seen anything like this. Like, I knew it was going to be really individual in a sense. I didn't realize it would really blow up, but, you know, I wasn't aware also of, like, the huge fan base. I was never a comic type of person, but it's been really great being involved, and getting to play a queer superhero is also, like, super cool.
Yeah, and it's like one of the first ones we've seen in mainstream movies, which is incredible.
Yeah.
So you keep just blazing all the trails across all the mediums.
All the trails.
So Ryan Reynolds, you know, I'm a big fan of him, very handsome.
Who's not?
What was it like working with that handsome face every day?
It was great. He was my childhood crush, actually.
Really?
Yeah. His name is, like, still on my bedroom walls, so that's kind of weird.
Really?
I told him about that. It was a whole thing.
What did you say when you told him that?
He was like, that's really cool. I think I definitely made it weird, although at the time I was still 17, so my bad, Ryan. I'm sorry that I did that.
What was the film that made you so attracted to him? Because I'm trying to think of my first time I had a crush on him.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, he did a lot of, like, romantic comedies, right? I fell in love with, The Proposal. That was, like, the main one.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
yes. And did you imagine him doing that for you?
Absolutely, yeah. Shout out, Ryan. I'm sorry again.
Ryan's going to be calling you after. It's like, girl, I didn't know it was like that.
My bad, Blake. It's chill.
Oh my God. So your character, NEGASONIC, in the film, what would your dream spinoff look like with her?
Oh, man. I don't know. Honestly, just anything where you get to, like, find out about her history. I feel like it's so, I mean, she's barely in the comics, so you can't really find out a lot from those. And we've never really delved into, like, what has made her so hardened and, you know, why she's got such an attitude. So I feel like anything that has to do with her history, I would be down for.
And would her queer narrative need to be centered to that? Because, you know, with Captain Marvel, we saw so many people wanting that to be a queer comic book film.
Yeah.
But would your spinoff be, like, very much about her queerness growing up?
I mean, if I were totally in control of that, probably.
Yes, I love that.
I mean, I think that would be super cool. But I also think it's nice that even in the second Deadpool, Negasonic just kind of shows up with her girlfriend. You know, it's never really like addressed like the girlfriend's here or like she's gay. It's just like a regular, normal thing, which I think is important too. So.
Yeah, and do you think young people are picking up on that kind of subtle presentation of queerness? Because I think when I was younger, it was like always so pronounced. It was like,
right, like this is what a gay person looks like. This is what, you know, and I hope that people are picking up on that. I mean, I just hope that it becomes like a regular, normal thing, and it doesn't have to be all about queerness all the time when there's a queer character involved, you know?
Yeah, we can just exist and be boring sometimes. You know, sometimes it's where people are quite boring.
True.
Well, thank you.
The shade.
The shade. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It's really lovely talking to you about queer comic books and all the things. And Ryan Reynolds. I'm using you to get to him right now. I hope you know that. That's what I'm doing.
Shout out, Ryan.
You can watch Trinkets on Netflix now. Up next, Alex is chatting with the creator and star of the web series The Feels. Stay